our meeting. This is the weekly meeting of the Commissioners. This is Finance meeting. Today's August 16th, 2023, point out 1:35. And we'll call the meeting to order and open for any public comment. Anyone wishing to address issues for the Commissioners. Kelly, is there anything on?
No, there's not.
Okay. All right, that brings us to item 3. We have the minutes in hand of our August 9th meeting. Required action.
Move to approve the minutes of August 9, 2023.
I second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, that brings us to our topics of discussion for today. Let's see. We have our first item is we have our quarterly update from the Commission for Women, and I think we had to miss one recently, right? So this is the makeup for it.
I believe so.
All right, there we are. Okay, and that's Kelly Smith joining us now. So hi, Kelly.
Hi, Commissioners.
You're on. Go ahead.
Thank you for making time for me. So I'm the current chair of the Cumberland County Commission for Women. So I'm going to give you an update from the past quarter. Currently, we have 18 members, which is really exciting. So we're getting close to our 25 max. And just within the past week, we have 4 new interested applications that have come through. So if they get approved, that will put us at 22, which is really exciting to see our group grow. We have a very diverse group of members, ranging from social workers to now we're getting some healthcare members. So it's really great to see the vast array of perspectives that are at the table. Our most recent program was a lunch and learn concerning navigating the PFA system. So empowering women to know what resources are available to them in our county. And what was really exciting about this was we were able to get CEUs approved for social workers. So we took registrations and we had over 70 people registered. And we know that when people register, sometimes they don't show up, but we had 54 people actually show up to that virtual lunch and learn, which was amazing. We reached out to Ben Berner and we actually were able to put the video on the county's YouTube page. So yes, we took registrations, but afterwards, since the information is so good for everybody and we wanted to get it out there. So we took the quality recording and he was able to upload it. So anytime we do virtual recordings, he's going to be able to put it on a playlist on the county's YouTube channel for us to get our name out there and to get the programming out there to everybody. Our Lunch and Learn series is going to continue. We're going to do it quarterly. And the theme is going to be navigating systems. So just letting people know, women specifically, how to get connected to resources, agencies in our county, because we know the legal system can be confusing. So just letting people know how to navigate it and what's available. We're also working, the leadership team is working on revamping our bylaws. So we've been working with Stacy and she sent them to Keith. So Ashley Wilkowiak, who's the current vice chair, and I are going to sit down with Stacy and go through some of those revisions and the notes that Stacy and Keith had made. And we have a meeting scheduled with Stacy coming up for September to go through that. We just want to make sure that we're protecting the commission and we're making sure that we're looking at the admin side of things periodically because things change. And that was the whole goal here with reviewing these bylaws. Officer elections are going to be coming up in October. We're making October a in-person meeting only. So we've been offering virtual and in-person. We secured a photographer and we're going to take an annual photo at our October meeting. And that's for promotional purposes. We want to really put a face to the commission because still we're hearing that people don't know that we exist. People don't know who we are. We've been working really hard on our PR and our social media. So the idea behind having an annual photo taking of all our members is to put the face and to get our name out there more. So we're really excited for that. Some of our upcoming programming, we're working on the second Lunch and Learn. Again, it's going to be quarterly. So we're hoping to offer one in the winter. If that's not feasible, we're going to look at very early 2024. We're working on scheduling a training with the Peyton Walker Foundation. We were ideally hoping to offer it in the summer, but the schedule with the Peyton Walker Foundation, again, we had a partnership with them at the end of last year, and we were hoping to offer an in-person training in the summer, but schedules just didn't align. So we're hoping for early September that we can get that on the books to offer AED and life-saving training for here in the county. And then finally, we're going to be joining in the Breast Cancer Strides Walk on City Island on October 21st. So we recognize that City Island is not within our county, but that's the only breast cancer walk in our area. And the commission hasn't participated in any breast cancer event. So we are hoping to get our name out there and to make some connections so we can bring knowledge and information back to our county and hopefully offer some programming surrounding that, especially since now we have professionals in the medical field that are part of the commission and are really dedicated to this. So that's the thought process behind us joining in on Strides on City Island in October. That's where we are currently at. Our next meeting is not going to be until October, and that's when, like I said, we're going to have officer elections, and we'll hopefully be voting in new members, which will push us closer to the 25 mark. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Commissioners, thanks for making time for me.
Yeah, thank you very much for the update. Okay, terrific. All right. That moves us to the second bullet item for today, and that is discussion and approval of 2023 emergency solution. And Heather Tidwell is here from Housing and Development to give us an overview of this, please.
So we are going again for the emergency solution grant. The current application is asking for $531,797. We know that is a very lofty goal, as we haven't gotten anything over 200,000. And the discussion I'm getting from DCED, they were only granted 5 million from HUD to go across the state. But we were told go for everything, and then what is not granted, we could ask for in the home ARP funds from DCED. Similar to the home ARP that we had here at the county, we would be eligible for it getting ESG funds. We could ask. So we are asking for street outreach from CARES, emergency shelter for DV and Safe Harbor. Rapid rehousing used to be under CCHRA, but we have decided to allow Safe Harbor to go for that, to have an extra layer of separation between the grantee and the subrecipients. Homeless prevention is New Hope, and they are new to the ESG grant. So we've been working a lot with them to get them ready and learn the pattern so that they're ready to go as soon as it's awarded. Here's again under homeless prevention, as well as under HMIS, and then the admin coming back to CCHRA. So we have all of the documents, all of the match, everything looks really great. And we are hoping to get everything signed and sent over to DCED by Friday.
I guess you don't get it. You don't ask if you don't. Yeah, you don't get if you don't ask, right? It's just ask, but trust. Okay, so we have the application requires approval. So we're looking for approval.
I will move to approve the 2023 Emergency Solutions Grant application of $531,797.
I'll second.
Okay, so moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, that brings us to the third discussion item. This is in regards to a resolution regarding the ESG.
Yes, so part of the forms that were sent over last week, one of them does ask for a resolution. That resolution is stating that we are following the Hearth Act, and if funds are spent down and they are not used appropriately deemed by DCED, there is a recall effect very similar to any other HUD grant. So this is just the signature recognizing that we are following the Hearth Act, as well as we know that if the money is not spent appropriately, we might have to pay that back.
Okay, any questions regarding the resolution?
Pretty basic.
We'll entertain a motion.
Move that we approve resolution 2023-19, which is the Emergency Solutions Grant Program.
I second.
Okay, moved and seconded. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Carries.
Thanks, Heather.
Okay, that brings us, that completes the topics for discussion. It brings us to item 5, which is any additional business to come before the commissioners. Anything? No, no staff, nothing. Okay, we'll entertain a motion of adjournment then.
To adjourn.